Yo everyone, Princess Chaser here again with a Dead Space Remake. So this is something I've been waiting for a long time. Not even since it was announced, like, since Dead Space died, I wanted Dead Space to come back. Dead Space is one of my favorite games ever. I recently replayed the original, and I have a review written of that. I'm not too sure when it's coming out. I still have to record it properly. But yeah, so Dead Space is one of my favorite games ever. So I was stoked when they announced the remake. Another way to experience the same game I love, and then we found out it was actually different. So I'm actually playing through this on my own as well. I'm not very far. I think I'm chapter 5 or 6, so about halfway through the game. And it is very different in a lot of spots. And I'll try to point out the spots that's different whenever I notice them. So yeah, sorry for the weird. I'm not very good at starting these, as you can guess, as you can gather from all of them if you watched anything else. So let's get right into it. So let's start a new game. And we're going on medium. And let's go. I'll have to remember not to overwrite my other stuff. The ISHIMURA. It's good to be back. And I will warn, it's this game, the game opens with a trigger warning pretty much. And I will warn that it's incredibly dark. Here we go. It's a completely different opening, too.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I just wish I could talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. Strange. Such a little thing.
That's her? Nicole?
This is already a different opening.
Deferred for her in weeks.
We're 5 minutes out. You still got that thing on repeat? Guess you really miss her.
ISHIMURA is not a job you turn down, but 6 months apart with only vid calls. It's rough.
Kendra looks way
Easy to
different.
say the wrong thing.
I don't blame you. I'd listen to my girlfriend over Hammond reciting security protocols.
Forewarned, forearmed, Miss Daniels.
So you keep saying.
Here we go.
The sound and effects is so different with headphones. I don't actually play with headphones. But the sound, like, from that mixing with the rumble is crazy.
Imagine 6 months staring at that chunk of rock.
To an independent miner, that's paradise. Aegis 7 is one of the richest.
Something about his ears stand out way too much, like...
Team set up for life. Now where is she?
Look at it. This is such an amazing looking game.
Confirming visual contact with USG ISHIMURA.
I read a couple reviews and a couple of people say that they're disappointed with the visuals, and I don't understand.
Backer in her class, you know. And it looks like they already popped the cork.
Why is it so dark? We should be able to see her running lights.
Yeah. I'll get us into hailing range. Someone's got to be waiting up for us.
As you see, the two soldiers in the front have names.
Any chances with the CECs?
And Isaac speaks, which is totally new to the first one.
Is that why you were digging into my personnel files before we left?
You check your file access?
This is a random thing to just bring up.
I ran standard CEC background checks, Miss Daniels. If you want to work in the big leagues, you have to play ball.
Sir, we're in hailing.
Hammond is very different in this.
USG ISHIMURA. This is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kelly responding to your distress call. Come in, ISHIMURA. ISHIMURA, do you copy? Come in. This is the USG Kelly.
You were always able to see Isaac's face there. Oh, he looks so strange.
Never. Come on. Someone pick up the damn phone.
They still have phones? Blizzard was right.
What is that?
Sounds like their communication array is busted. Maybe a broken encoder. Daniels and I can handle it in 48 hours, max.
Hey, that gives you plenty of time to catch up with Nicole.
Yeah.
Not if I'm working on stuff, bitch.
Jen, Johnson, take us in.
Gravity tethers engaged. Automated docking. Let's go.
So...
Losing control.
Fuck! We're off course!
Daniel!
Guidance system override isn't responding.
Shit, we're coming in too hot. He's gonna smash us into the hull.
Jet, aim for that emergency stabilizer. There, the blue light. It might slow us down.
Got it.
Drop the flash shield. Everyone break yourself.
The delay between the screen should pop up first. Like, the delay between the blast shields going down, the screen popping up, you think would be enough to cause, like, anyone to fuck up. But, Isaac, we made it not too worse for wear, I guess.
Everyone okay?
And as you can see, this game is really dark. By design, though. Oh, yes.
Might be broken.
Shit. But better than a broken neck. Or worse. Good call on the stabilizer, Isaac.
Gotta always read the manual.
What the fuck's going on with flight control? That guidance system's a death trap.
Better add it to your repair list. Jen, what's our damage?
Comms are down. We lost a port booster. Got a fire in one of the stabilizers and... Singularity core's a mess. Could be worse, but not by
It's a
much.
horror game. It always is a mess.
Stay with the Kelly. We'll send a medic. Everyone else, with me.
This is where you would be able to take a look at his face in the original, like a good look at it. He doesn't look much different, but he does look different. But it's obviously a much higher quality. So one thing I noticed right away is, oh god, I didn't even know this was here.
We came down hard.
I missed this on my file. Jesus. You guys can talk all you want out there. I'm grabbing this. This is the first time I ever read any of these. I'm missing stuff, you guys. So I'll come over there and I'll read this later.
Especially on CEC stuff.
Guys, wait for me. Wait for me. I missed a lot there. I'm sorry. I was just so flabbergasted by a thing I missed. Why would that be there?
Isaac, guess we better go.
Yeah, I know. I can't run. I'm sit here meandering my way over. But the first thing I noticed when I popped this in and started up was the controls feel weird. Like, it's still clunky, but less clunky, which is really weird. This is so cool. God.
May as well get signed in.
This place fucked up 4 planets. Wow. Well, 34 planets, sorry. Jesus. Let's go. This is pretty new. This is a better... yeah, like, this is a better thing.
To the USG ISHIMURA.
Can't spit it out. This is a better way to make it make sense that I'm able to open doors and have my rig active. The rig in the original was synced to your shuttle, I think.
Error. Employee not found.
I can't reach security.
Same for the chief engineer. What is wrong with your comms?
Well, let's go. Look at this. Credits. I found money. I'm just going to stake the money. Oh man. I love this. Another one? Okay, I have stuff to read whenever I get a chance. I never actually read them in my file, so it's actually new. It's gonna be new to me.
Where's the security detail? Where's anybody?
There's nothing logged. No duty roster, no power to the elevator.
For God's sake. That security console's still working. Isaac, get a damage report. I'm done
Fine.
playing around.
Done playing around? We just got here. Fine, I'll do everything.
Isaac, I need that damage report.
Where? What is he what did he mention that to? Oh, there. I think there it is. It's hard to see. If you guys yell at me, I'm not going to do it. Here we go.
Oh.
Yeah, just look right. Get right in there.
What have you got, Isaac?
Get right in there, Isaac.
Shit. It's not just comms with the guidance system. Half the ISHIMURA's in the red.
See, this is cool. I don't think they did this in the original.
Could do that kind of damage to a planet cracker.
Okay, I got us some power.
Ventilation's up.
I like how getting the power back on scared everyone.
Anomaly detected.
Here we go.
Quarantine activated.
Everyone's favorite thing is a quarantine in this game. It makes the lights go... Like, look at this. Why do quarantines make the lights go like this?
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
At least I'm safe in here. I'm outside the quarantine, you fucking idiots.
Daniels, get those elevators running.
There's something in here with us.
Oh. I love how the first thing he did was start shooting. This is a much better example. Okay, yeah, let's. I need the door. Run! Ah! But that's a much better show of guns don't work. I don't think I noticed that my first time playing, and clearly just run, hit the button because you have to still have to manually close it. Oh. Classic. I can't believe they made doors that strong. And look at me, I'm totally coded. It's so cool. The visual update to this game is stunning. Look at this. Don't mind me if I just take some time to just look around sometime, because it's just so, like, when I'm vocalizing, like, trying to vocalize my, like, feelings on it, it gets a little difficult. So that guy can still cry. I'm going to sit here and read this text. Are they here? Yeah, here they are. So background request is to Zach Hammond from that, like a serial number. Background request. Per your request, here's what we could find on these specialists they've sent for the repair mission. Isaac Clarke. Isaac was born to Paul and Octavia Clarke on Earth in the eastern seaboard region of the American Republic. Is that Paul or Paul? I'm going to say Paul. Paul Clarke was an award-winning ship architect employed by the Galactic Union Merchant Marine Corps. His records show extended time off-world away from his family. When Isaac was born, Paul was given a temporary reassignment to an Earth-based GUMM, I guess that's the Galactic Union Merchant Marine Corps, GUMC, ship production facility. During the 4-year tour, Paul and Octavia raised Isaac together. When the tour was over, Paul shipped off for an extended off-world tour. Paul's influence on his son must have rubbed off. Records indicate Isaac pursued studies in mechanical and electrical engineering and achieved high honors. According to medical and psychiatric reports, Paul Clarke's absence had a profound effect on Octavia. She suffered from depression and personal anguish until doctors encouraged her to find fulfillment by working with charitable organizations. It is believed that this is how she ended up coming in contact with the Church of Unitology. Okay, that's interesting. At first, her association with the church appeared to alleviate her mental condition. The cancellation of her therapy sessions corresponds with the local parish announcements of her initiation ceremony. There are indications that she sold off much of the family estate to finance full membership in the church and the soul cleanse they require to enter the higher ranks. You have to pay for full membership in the church. Wow. Isaac appears to have been selected to a prominent engineering school, but we surmise that he was unable to afford the tuition, as records show that he instead attended a lesser-known school with the help of scholarships and financial assistance. After graduating with high honors, Isaac enlisted in the Merchant Marine. In the Merchant Marine? Okay, that's weird. He quickly gained reputation for his resourceful engineering solutions, and after 2 years was promoted to a higher profile position closer to the major shipping lanes. Isaac's career stagnates at this point. This would coincide with the psychiatric reports that his mother's mental health was deteriorating, and bank records show payments to a psychiatric facility for treatment. This seems to be where Isaac met a medical officer and neuropsychiatrist named Nicole Brennan, and her name appears in Octavia's physician roster. The two of them ended up cohabitating, till Brennan accepted a promotion and left to serve on the USG ISHIMURA. Paul's return from extended tour coincided with Octavia's release from the hospital. Whatever his assignment was, Paul's service records remain mysteriously classified by executive order, and unless he confined in Isaac, he took secrets to the grave. The next records we have are death notices for both Paul and Octavia. Their bodies were willed to the custody of the Church of Unitology, along with the Clark's entire estate, apparently on Octavia's wishes. Isaac's repeated petitions to have his parents' bodies returned seem to have been ignored. Since the Church refuses any inquiries related to its members, their cause of death is unknown. Overall, Isaac's more than qualified to handle a job like the ISHIMURA. I'd talk politics over religion, though. Kendra Daniels. I couldn't find anything on her in the time you gave me, but Darren swears by her. Apparently she's on the mission with his recommendation. If he thinks she's has what it takes, who am I to argue? That's a lot of background information on Isaac, and it's actually really good. Like, it actually really builds a more personal relationship with some of the stuff that happens in the game, which we'll discover as we go. And it really, really, really makes it feel like they're doing a Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake, where they are rewriting the story to fit what they're doing. Here we go. Sponsored article, the USG ISHIMURA. Disclaimer, this article is sponsored by CEC's print and publishing division and may not represent the views of Amazing Universe magazine. Imagine a world where basic resources like fuel, ore, metals, and ice are hard to come by. Imagine if humanity's needs were entirely dependent on the nearly extinct resources of Earth and the dwindling supplies of the colonies. Older readers don't need to imagine such a world. You lived it less than a century ago. Looking to the stars for additional resources was nothing new, but at the time, the only shock point-capable ships were smaller vessels that could barely keep up with demand. Enter the ISHIMURA. Named after the celebrated astrophysicist and inventor of the shock point drive, Hideki Ishimura, the USG Ishimura was the first of the massive planet cracker ships. Built in 2446, she has enjoyed a long and storied career. The Ishimura was the first vessel of her size to utilize a shock point drive for large-scale commercial deep space expeditions. At her inception, the Ishimura was hailed as a savior for the colonies. She was created to mine and process asteroids and even small moons with remarkable efficiency. She was also the first ship capable of pioneering scan and catch technique for harvesting mineral-rich asteroids. Utilizing huge gravity tethers, the Ishimura could lock onto asteroids and pull them inside the ship's massive collection bays for quick and efficient smelting. At 62 years old, the Ishimura is still in remarkable shape. Her equipment has been upgraded over the years, and many of her interior spaces have been retrofitted to take advantage of the current technological advances. Despite so many long years of service, she remains the pride of the CEC fleet and is still the company's largest planet cracker. Whenever a vital deep space mining project requires skill, experience, and dedication, the Ishimura is ready to answer the call. It is ships like the Ishimura and the dedication of the men and women who crew her that built the Concordance Extraction Corporation into the trusted, dependable resource provider it is today. There's some background on the Ishimura, that's pretty cool. And I'm going to get this shit. So, we got some ammo and credits already, and a sign that says cut off their limbs. God, this game looks good. Let's grab this. So I will argue a little bit and say, yeah, it's not totally PS5 looking, but I think it is. And there we go. He puts together his plasma cutter. It was just in two pieces for some reason. Don't know why. There we go. We got... Okay, that was weird. Can I read that, please? No.
Still after us! Run!
Oh, that's that? Okay, that's weird. Let's look at the tutorials then. Oh, no. Oh, this is spoiling. This is really spoiling. I just want the fucking plasma gun. No. Where's the plasma rifle? Or the plasma cutter, sorry. You think this would... Okay, no. Yeah, never mind. I guess I don't get to read it. But anyway, this is your basic weapon. It's got two modes. You can flip it around like this. The controls are weird because they since the first one came out, L2 and R2 became the PS3 or PlayStation's way of doing things. So that's a lot easier thanks to the improved melee. It's more like Dead Space 2's. Okay. And you've seen the thing on there, it says cut off their limbs, and you've seen Hammond shooting uselessly at it. And like Dead Space 2, you stomp them to get items. This game is basically Dead Space 2 in gameplay, but with Dead Space 1. It's exactly what I wanted, and it's very, very good. There are some differences, and if I notice them, I'll say them. Oh, sound design is so good. Like that. So I will... There are some of... Like, doors opening instantly is a great addition. Oh, and these are new, I believe.
Security request retrieved.
It didn't die. We shot that fucker right between the eyes and it didn't die. Smith had to shoot its fucking arms and legs off. For God's sake, send help!
See, I think that's a bit... it's hard to say. Like, I think you found that down here on this. Like, on her, or him. You found this person in the original, but I think it makes more sense that it's on a security thing. There we go. And, I don't know if that one's better than... Like, they redid all the voice lines. Obviously, they redid all the voice work. They redid every, like, log and everything. Some of it's better. Some of it's worse. That one, I don't know. I kind of like the... Like, we know how to do them in the original, but it makes sense they don't. And here we go.
Isaac. Oh my God, Isaac.
They're over there, but they want to talk to us up close.
They're everywhere. Shin, is he,
He's gone.
We watched him die, Isaac. You got front row seats to that.
The ones I saw, some of them were wearing ISHIMURA uniforms.
Which is totally new.
How can they be the crew? Look at them.
The original, they were all, like, naked. Them wearing clothes is so much better.
System's wrecked. Everything's
Makes so much more sense.
And you're both repair techs, so how do we do this?
He just told us to get good at our jobs.
There's a broken tram car blocking the tunnel. It's gridlocked the system, and the data board's burned out. I can't lift the
So the gun having a light, like you see with Hammond, is so much more important in this game, and I love that change.
Just make sure there's power to the repair systems.
And Isaac.
Yeah?
I'm sure Nicole's okay. She's a doctor, right? She'll do the smart thing.
Yeah. Yeah, she always does. Find somewhere safe. I'll be back soon.
Oh. So I love that change. There's a lot of smart changes in this, and that's one of them. Another change is... I don't remember there being multiple objectives, but there might. And as you see on the side there, it kind of spoils it. There's side missions in the game, which are not new to the series. I'm gonna save it at every save point because I found out that the checkpoints can be quite liberal. Yeah, I'm on chapter 6. Okay. I've seen reviews praising them, like they were something like new for the series. When no, they're just new for the game. They were in Dead Space 3. I know a lot of people didn't play Dead Space 3, but they were, and they were quite cool. Actually, they were really cool. They're different in this though, and so this is new. This is a new door that goes into a new area. Or not new, an old area, but in a new way, and it really threw me off. People who played the original will recognize this room, but not from this area. Okay, that was a spooky stinger. I forgot about that. That was a cool little shake there, a little change, but see, let me kind of look at my map. See, if this, there used to be a tunnel that, I can't remember the exact layout, but this used to be how you get here, I think from here. And instead they just blocked it off and made you come down here. It's a small change, but it's weird. It threw me off at first because I didn't know where I was. And then I walked up a little bit and got the stasis module and knew exactly where I was. It's so strange. Again, this makes a lot more sense too. The fact that he pulls it off someone instead of just picking it up off the ground. And stasis is a bit different in this game and a bit worse. Why did it not? Is it not giving me tutorials? That's weird. But I'm just going to admire the visuals. I love lighting, so it's. Stasis is actually harder. I've noticed in this. So there's a stasis thing. Another save. I don't think I'm gonna. That was spooky. I don't exactly remember that. That's not in the original, that's for sure. In the original, an enemy climbs along the... I'm gonna have two files just like my main game, but in the original, enemy crawls along the ceiling. So you always go in optional little rooms like this, and what does that say? I found a man inside the vents. These bathrooms are way scarier in this than they are in, like in the original. But you always, when you see a bathroom, you always go in it because there's always stuff in it. The sound design. What does that say? I just see the bring the others. I don't. Yeah, some of that writing is hard to make out for me anyway. But oh, the atmosphere. Sound design is so good, but in the original, when you're walking and a monster clambers along the ceiling. It's weird that they changed it. It was good all the same, though. And here's a stasis recharge. Oh yeah, I don't have my... I'm so used to my file. I had to meander my ass all the way over there and stomp on that shit. I also noticed that they changed them from green to blue. It's like they seen the Super Best Friends video on it and said, yeah, we can't have them stomping Xboxes. And my dogs are barking at what a time.
Isaac, don't bother shooting those fuckers in the head. Doesn't even slow them down.
Okay. The only way is hacking them apart. Those arms, their legs.
Does that even kill them? Or do they just stop moving?
It's interesting that they bring that up because, yeah, they just stopped moving in the original. And this place looks way crazier. It looks way better. And they put like an event behind there to try hide an enemy if it spawns.
Message retrieved.
Interesting.
Vents into engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the tracks, and if the whole system's gridlocked, guess who they're calling?
Temple here, sending a stasis module now. What happened to the autoloader?
No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down. I keep hearing things. Down in the gears where no one could be. You know?
I know.
Wow. That was the most, like, chill I know I've ever heard. Okay, so another stasis. Stasis, let's see. What is this? More money. So that is one thing they drastically changed in the game, and I'll try to remember to explain it later, like whenever I come to a shop. I don't think it's till the end of the chapter.